you're feeling lonely today, come along and throw your cares away.
This is the first episode of Things You Might Have Missed, Smackdown. And of course, we do have to start this episode not the way I wanted to at all, but this news did break during Smackdown from Sean Ross Sapp on Twitter. Of course, he confirmed WWE have released 12 superstars, all NXT superstars, and some of the names on this list are absolutely shocking. People like Bronson Reed should be on Raw dominating people. Leon Ruff, Kona Reeves, Bobby Fish. Like, the names are just insane. Like, I get it, WWE are cutting budgets and they're cutting superstars and they're obviously planning who they want to use in the future, but someone like Leon Ruff is the future, and it's just bizarre that WWE don't see that and are not invested in this talent. But the whole point of the Things You Might Have Missed series is to have some fun and escape that kind of crap. I just had to break that news. It did break during Smackdown. So let's have some fun. But before we do, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and of course turn on those notifications. I think Smackdown was a decent show tonight. It wasn't the best show they've ever done, and I think a rating of about 7 out of 10 is fair. The wrestling and matches all made sense. The promos were pretty good. I think Seth Rollins versus Edge was built beautifully on SmackDown. The promo between those two, especially with Seth being not at the arena and via satellite, was amazing. Including the history between Seth and Edge was always going to be vital to this story's success. And seeing Seth get under Edge's skin, talking about his wife, his kids, was really, really interesting. And of course, Edge turning that back round, calling Seth Rollins Edge Light, again got under Seth Rollins' skin for Seth Rollins to accept the match for SummerSlam. It's official. Edge versus Seth at SummerSlam. I can't wait for that. It's going to be so good. I don't know if it was a pyro botch, and I don't know if it was intended, but what was up with Edge's pyro tonight? Like, I think that's a little bit worse than AEW Sparkler incident, because there wasn't much of it at all. Now, I want to give a shout out to Homage.com, who reached out about supporting the Things You Might Have Missed videos. Now they've got to change up, and of course, they have got shirts on WWE Shop, but they also have their own store, Homage.com, where they have tons of legendary WWE t-shirts. And throughout August, if you use discount code CWrestling15, you save 15% on your order. There is a link provided in the description that will take you straight to their WWE shirt section. I don't know if you caught this on SmackDown, but did you know Kayla Braxton is scared of doors? Legit, watch this. You can see her, look. She's scared of the door. She is legit scared of a door. Honestly, I thought that was hilarious. Rick Boogs, of course, introduced Shinsuke Nakamura all over again this week, which meant we got a new dance move from Pat McAfee. We are seriously not worthy of Pat. Look at Michael Cole's face. The crowd, though, they absolutely love it. That's cool. But it's that time on a Friday when you have to
watch me.
Honestly, where the hell is Liv Morgan, Vince? Seriously, we've seen her on social media literally breaking Twitter with her recent tweets. I mean, yowie wowie. But nonetheless, Liv Morgan did respond to a fan during SmackDown saying that she was finding her way. She also posted a cryptic tweet with "keep going," like an inspirational quote, with once again those images she posts so often. And it's so fitting for her to keep fans sort of updated cryptically. So I wanted to include that for sure, because I'm really interested in what WWE do with Liv Morgan. How you have Liv Morgan get the reaction she got recently on SmackDown and at Money in the Bank and all the build and all the hype, and then just don't use her for multiple weeks afterwards? It should be criminal. It literally should be criminal. Liv deserves to be featured much more highly on SmackDown. Now, we all remember Paul Heyman singing John Cena's entrance song the other week on SmackDown. Funny, right? Well, this week, he did his impression of Stone Cold.
What?
That was, of course, until Big E showed up with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And, of course, we all know Big E can cash that contract in at any time. Is SummerSlam the right time for Big E? He's teasing that he's going to cash in on Roman Reigns. I really think that's a huge cash in if they let Big E do it. But what was with the noises Big E was making? Is WWE preparing to split up the Mysterios? Now, bear with me for a moment, but if you heard the backstage promo, Rey put the pressure on Dominik, talking about the tag team titles, saying how they were the most important thing. That's very uncharacteristic of Rey Mysterio. And of course, we saw Dominik then lose his match, and the disappointment was very clear on Rey's face. Dominik lost, of course, to one half of the tag team champions, Jey Uso, and now Dominik has the pressure on him that he must win the tag team titles at SummerSlam. Rey was talking about momentum and how the momentum would be sort of derailed if you lose this match. Well, he did lose this match. I'm assuming the story could play out that Dominik loses at SummerSlam as well. And of course, that then builds to maybe Dominik snapping at Rey because of the pressure his father's put him under. And of course, that way you get that Prince Mysterio gimmick that WWE trademarked a while ago. And maybe we see Dominik turn on his father. That would be kind of cool.
Who the are you?
Did you spot the random guy behind Edge? I don't know why WWE insist on using extras just randomly backstage. Like, yeah, this is a busy area. Because why are people always stood around corridors? Like, can't you give them an office or a room or something to do their work in WWE? But it's now time for your weekly dose of SmackDown news. The SummerSlam app is created, it's up on the App Store, and all the meet and greets are available, including the virtual meet and greets, which are stacked for this pay-per-view. Although Alexa Bliss is $399. That's absolute insanity. But they know she's a draw, so that's why they're doing it. Of course, on Twitter yesterday, we had the announcement of Rey and Dominik Mysterio versus the Usos for SummerSlam. It bothers me why they announced that on social media, in all fairness. And of course, this week on SmackDown, we got the announcement that Sasha and Bianca Belair will be the women's title match. And of course, Seth Rollins accepted Edge's challenge. They will too have a match at SummerSlam. Finn Balor basically called out John Cena this week on SmackDown. Of course, you heard Balor doing a backstage interview. The announce team confirmed Cena will be here next week. Now, the ending of SmackDown did end with Roman Reigns choking out Finn Balor. I like this because they made Finn Balor look strong. He was attacked by the Usos. And just watch this counter.
The Reigns like a man, and now the ambush in from the high power.
It shows that even though Balor come up, short in a 3-on-1 attack, he still is strong. He still looks strong. And I'm glad they gave him that promo about, 3 years ago, Finn Balor would have laughed and Finn Balor would have smiled at the thought of what happened last week. Not this time. This time, he wants John Cena. He wants that match. And that's why it doesn't hurt him, because this wasn't a 1-on-1 attack. This was a 3-on-1 beatdown of Finn Balor. It's not like Finn Balor just lost. Finn Balor defeated Baron Corbin, and then the Bloodline came out and attacked him. I really like this booking, and I think they're really booking Finn Balor strong, and I don't know what his plan could be for SummerSlam. Is Balor going to interject himself into the Universal title match? Could it become a triple threat match? It's possible. I don't know what other options you've got for Finn, and the way you're booking him is main event level. Well, guys, this was, of course, the very first episode of Things You Might Have Missed SmackDown. A little bit disheartened with the news of the WWE releases, and of course, it's something I didn't want to ignore. None of them deserve to be forgotten. None of them deserve to be released, so it's something I had to mention at the start of the video. I really appreciate your feedback. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Please make sure you like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you as always next time. Peace!